Music has always been therapy for me, even when I didn't know I needed it or wanted it. Growing up in El Paso in the 90s, there wasn't a lot of stuff to do. I mean, we were still ordering catalogs to order records. There wasn't an internet. There wasn't really the same sort of community that we could lean on. So I think being in a band was sort of the way that I dealt with all the other stuff going on in my life, growing up and all the sort of things that happened. At some point when you're in a band and you get some level of success and you're not maybe prepared for that success or understand what's happening, music starts to become the thing that you need to escape from. You sort of find yourself in precarious situations because what used to be your therapy has now become the thing that you're trying to escape from. I love making music, I love being in a band, I love to create stuff, but that is not the center of my universe anymore. For me, it was about finding a balance. You know, the pandemic started and I started spending my Friday afternoons with my friends on Instagram, interviewing them and sort of diving into these issues. I think that we found the need to connect and the need to have that conversation with people that we weren't seeing in the same room, that we weren't on tour with or whatnot. And we ended up getting into these pretty deep conversations and pretty intense emotional conversations, sort of forgetting that people were watching and people were commenting. And the feedback I got from people was generally, it was nice to see people that they look up to or have an interest in their music or their life being honest about some of the things that gets glossed over or maybe put on the side because it's not part of our package or part of the band's image to sort of talk about these things. And I found that sort of emotional connection with not just the person I was interviewing, but then later with the comments and the people that were responding to it was super gratifying for me. So I think that having this not be something that we don't talk about, at the opposite, having this to be something that we talk about, the idea that you can lean on people and you can talk about how you're feeling, and you can talk about your emotional state, your mental state, is as important as a yearly physical. It should be as important as anything else in your life that you're maintaining your health on. And I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about. I don't think there's anything and any reason not to talk about where you're at emotionally or mentally, because the more you can lean on people and the more you can share with people, I think the better chance you have of getting where you're trying to go, which is to just be as happy and healthy and live the best life that you can live. I mean, I love having a beer, I love a glass of wine, I love a good drink, I love all that stuff, but I think that can trick you in a way if you're not careful. I mean, alcohol is a depressant, and if you're using it to cope with the situation that you're in, sure, that night is going to be fun and you're going to have a good time and you're going to forget your worries, right? But the next day is going to be double hard because then you're going to have sort of the chemical imbalance of the depressant that alcohol brings along with everything that you're trying to escape from. It can become a cycle. I've certainly seen plenty of people go through it in this career. I've definitely, had my dance with that and battled it here and there. If you're not careful, that the fun part of it can lead to just being a cover-up and just be a crutch that is going to eventually make you worse and put you in a worse position. I met Christine when I was 20 and she was 19. So I've been lucky to have a partner for 25 years who's been with me through the ups and downs. And it's nice to have somebody who can be so close to you and then one step removed to tell you maybe to bring it down. If you're at a 9, she can say maybe bring it down a little bit, or maybe you're doing something that's harmful to me or scary to me or to our family. It's just nice to have somebody who can understand the full context of the situation and give you guidance instead of just feeding into your party or feeding into your career, feeding into your ego or whatever the case is. And that's kind of why I picked the Luckiest from Ben Folds, because I always tell people if you see me on an airplane and I'm crying, it's because I'm listening to Ben Folds and I've just left my wife for tour, which is what I do every time I leave for tour. I get on the airplane, I put the song on, and I just think about her and our life. It's sort of like a grounding for me, and it just reminds me what I have and what I'm missing, and also what I'm working towards, and what we're trying to build as a family and as a partnership. And it's a real joy to play it for you guys.
don't get many things right the first time. In fact, I'm told that a lot. Now I know all the wrong turns, stumbles and falls brought me here. And where was I before the day that I first saw your lovely face? Now I see it every day, and I know that I am the luckiest. What if I'd been born 50 years before you, in a house on the street where you live? Maybe I'd be outside as you passed on your bike. Would I know? And in a wide sea of eyes, I see one pair that I recognize. And I know that I am the luckiest. I love you more than I have ever found a way to say to you. Next door, there's an old man, lived to his 90s, and one day passed away in his sleep. And his wife, she stayed for a couple of days, passed away. I'm sorry